Let's keep going. This is Mental Health YouTube Channels That You Need to Follow, Part 4. And you may have been noticing that I've been throwing in people who aren't from YouTube. I can't help it. I love the mental health communities. Here are the things you need to know about this list. This list is in no particular order, minus a few that I threw in at the last minute. Nobody here has paid me to recommend them. Hashtag not sponsored. Very few people even knew that I was doing this. I don't necessarily agree with everything that everyone on this list says and does. The people on this list may not like anything that I do. This list does not mean that they agree with me. I will try to use their own words to describe what they do, but I'll also likely mix in a little bit of myself. Not everybody on this list is a YouTuber. I will try to highlight the web spaces that they use the most, but I may get it wrong. Some of the people on this list are currently taking a break. I've also linked to social media accounts that they may not currently be using, but I wanted to add those just in case they decide to use them in the future. I am biased, and so this list has biases. This is not every mental health creator ever. Be proactive and find more. There are categories of people missing from the table here. Tell me about mental health creators that you love in the comments. This list is mostly for mental health and/or psychology. Sometimes I may veer a little bit outside of that to make a little bit of room for people. Things may change and channels may look different even as soon as a few months from now. Some of these may not be mental health channels at all later. Please be mindful if you're coming from the future. This took a ton of time to organize and to make pretty graphics for, so if you appreciate it, please subscribe. Here's part 4 of the list. Kevin Hines. In the year 2000, Kevin attempted to die by his hands, never say commit, by jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. September 25, 2000, he was 19 and mental illness took over, yet Kevin survived. For the last 17 years, he's dedicated his life to help other people find ways to be here tomorrow and every single day after that. The Problem Gaze. I am a gay lawyer based in California. I started this blog in 2016 as a passion project to discuss LGBTQ+ laws, rants, news, inspo, and basically anything I feel is ignored or poorly covered by gay media. No small task. Chrissie Hodges. Chrissie Hodges is a mental health advocate and public speaker on obsessive-compulsive disorder, mental illness, and stigma reduction surrounding mental health. Chrissie works with individuals, providing peer support and consultations for referrals and resources for OCD treatment. The English Ben. Former life as a pro wrestler, now passionate about raising mental health awareness, releasing a weekly video discussing my battles with depression and anxiety. With all the stigmas that still exist around mental health, especially anxiety and depression, I am hoping this channel will track my recovery. Diva with depression. Woman, sister, mom, blogger, mental health advocate, New Jersey. The Diva with Depression blog is the pain of depression without the filter. Rudy Caseres. My name is Rudy Caseres. I'm an award-winning public speaker, writer, and blogger who shares his story of living with bipolar and surviving suicide. I have traveled the country to work with the National Alliance on Mental Illness, Mental Health America, Project Semicolon, and the American Association of Suicidology. Rudy is the host of No Restraints, where he interviews people in the mental health field. National Institute of Mental Health. The National Institute of Mental Health, NIMH, is the largest scientific organization in the world dedicated to mental health research. The mission of NIMH is to transform the understanding and treatment of mental illnesses through basic and clinical research, paving the way for prevention, recovery, and cure. MultiplicityAndMe. Welcome to our channel. Subscribe to Jess, a young, bright woman living with dissociative identity disorder, simplistically known as multiple personality disorder. She'll be joined by her alternate personalities, or alters for short, Jake, Jamie, Ed, and Oliver, on her quest to create more awareness of this controversial disorder and aid to remove the axe murderer Hollywood stigma that's been attached to the condition for so long. Heads together. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and Prince Harry are spearheading a new campaign to end stigma around mental health. It is the single biggest project their Royal Highnesses have undertaken together. The Heads Together campaign aims to change the national conversation on mental well-being and is a partnership with inspiring charities with decades of experience in tackling stigma, raising awareness, and providing vital help for people with mental health challenges. Youth Mental Health Canada. Youth Mental Health Canada is a grassroots, youth-driven and led nonprofit organization focused on education, advocacy, and filmmaking for youth mental health change. We advocate for greater funding of publicly funded, culturally sensitive, needs-based innovative supports and services in healthcare and education. Remember, YouTube doesn't really do a great job, as far as I'm concerned, of recommending out YouTube channels, so I had to go find these. If you like these, subscribe. And if you want to bring awareness to mental health topics, share out these videos. That's it for this group. Subscribe to see who else there is. And be sure to follow everybody's social media accounts. Those will be linked down below. Remember, this is just one in an entire series of videos of YouTube channels that I think you should check out related to mental health, so subscribe if you want to see the rest.